His shot used to go off the TV screen.
Yeah.
He used to shoot so high.
Yeah,
so he had a high arc. He would go off the TV screen. It just drops.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hello and good day, everyone. Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk some old school NBA basketball. Now, it has been almost 3 months since I last posted a Larry Bird video. So in today's episode, we have to do that, talking about Larry Legend, taking a look at NBA legends, talking about him. And I found some new clips that I really enjoyed, especially when it came to not only the funny stories, but also people fearing playing against Larry Bird. But before we start with that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. If you enjoy the content, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I would say, let's get right into it.
I remember him telling Hubie Brown as he's walking to the sidelines, and he says, "Hubie, are you serious? This is the only guy that you got that can guard me?" And the whole bench hears it. And, you know, I'm just sitting there smiling and laughing. Like when Hubie, puts Johnny Newman in the game for me, Larry, are you serious? That's what you got? I remember one time we're playing in San Antonio, and I don't remember the kid's name, but a young center coming off the bench. He runs in the game with all this excitement, enthusiasm. The crowd's going crazy. And Larry says, "Who are you guarding?" And the kid points to Chief. He goes, "Oh, crap, Chief, your ball now."
Remember Anthony Mason, just the kind of the point forward power guy, just big, strong guy. We're playing. He's in New Jersey now. They call him up and from the D League or the CBA or whatever it was called back then. And he's sitting out there, and man, that guy's he's got muscles everywhere. So before the game, Larry looks at him. He goes, "Hey, Kevin." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Look at this guy, man." And he's standing there. He goes, "Look at all those muscles." And Anthony Mason is just standing there, kind of posing. And then Larry looks at him and goes, "Yeah, all those muscles aren't going to help you tonight." He said, "I'm going to bust you up." And Larry would shoot the ball and yell "muscles" when he was shooting it. And I was...
As a rookie, I remember a game in the Salt Palace that Larry Bird walked over and he looked down the lineup and looked at coach and says, "You don't have anybody to guard me here. I think I'm going to go for 41 tonight." And I'm a rookie, so I think, wow, that's Larry Bird, first of all. But then, secondly, he scored 41 by the end of the third quarter, checked himself out of the game, and that was it.
He was a quiet shit talker.
Yeah.
He would go by and say, "I'm going to hit this next."
Yeah.
I remember we were playing, and Tom Tolbert was playing Larry and guarding him pretty well. Larry picked up the ball, and he couldn't find no one. And Tolbert was all over it. He just turned around and launched it. And Tolbert said, "Off, that's off." He said, "Awful good." I'm like, oh.
I walk in the first day of camp, them guys were on the floor stretching, and here comes the white savior, here comes this, here comes that. I sort of enjoyed it because I knew I was going to battle them all day.
I was the first guy really to guard Larry. And I remember I was like you, I was the king of the mountain, man. I was averaging about 20 and 10 when Bird got here.
Maxwell has another rebound and another 2 points and a chance for a three-point play. And this crowd loves it. As look at this, 28 points and 15 rebounds.
Yeah. So I'm thinking he's coming to this building. I'm looking at him, but we have the first practice. I'm thinking this ought to be a piece of cake. Yeah. Guy don't look fast, don't look good. Yeah. I'm about to do something to him. I'm thinking, he's slow, he can't get off a shot. He's not that strong. This is gonna be a layup. Bam, knocks down the jump shot. Okay, maybe that was luck. Gets the ball again. Bam, knocks down another jump shot. Now I'm thinking okay, hey, you know what? I'm gonna D this guy up. I'm gonna show him his life. 20 feet away, bam. 25 feet away, bam. My mind just goes to that, damn, this white guy can play. Boy, I'm telling you what, it changed my opinion about racism in this world.
Another clip that we're going to take a look at is from Isaiah Thomas, obviously a Detroit bad boy Piston legend, and he gets along with Larry Legend well, very well nowadays. Was a little bit different back in the days, and he talks about how everybody almost soiled themselves playing against Larry.
Like every time Larry Bird caught the basketball, it's like, oh shit. He didn't do nothing, but we was like, oh, he got it. He got the basketball. And the type of fear that puts into you, and then that type of fear makes you do something stupid defensively. Like you're not supposed to double team. Ain't nowhere in the scouting report where it said you got to double team. But Bird caught the basketball, he's standing there and it's like, help, I gotta go double team. Right? And you break down. And as soon as you break down, he kick it right over to Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge drop a 3 and you lose the game. Listen. And your coach say, why'd you go double team? I was like, well, he had the basketball. But so no, that's real. The stat sheet don't measure.
What I'm saying? Bird talk shit like we talk. Let me tell y'all something. Bird used to tell me, look here, man. I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open. All that shit. He was the coldest dude I ever seen with that shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats. They don't be always mentioning him. He was the shit. Yeah. The shit, man. He'll give it to you any way he wanted to. Any way he wanted to. Larry Bird was cold.
We were playing Utah. I would have to go through, set a cross screen for Larry, and Karl Malone was guarding Larry. Larry was killing him, talking shit and telling him about it. Kevin McHale was locking Karl Malone up, and Larry was talking about, yeah, we two bad white boys, ain't we? As we were running back down the court, Karl Malone said, young fella, you set a screen on me again like that, I'm gonna knock your head off your shoulder. I go across to set the pick, Larry cuts off, and I see Karl rear his forearm back, and I'm like, is this motherfucker really gonna try to do it? And at the last second, I jumped out the way, and I was like, damn, he's gonna take it out on me, because Larry was busting his ass.
Bird was on his way out. Magic was on it, because that was that kind of the passing of the torch to kind of. What was that like?
It wasn't
easy.
It was a grabbing of the torch.
Right.
A grabbing of
it. They wasn't passing shit.
Larry passed it. Mm-hmm. Larry, a lot of those practice sessions you talked about, Jack, the one was in Monaco.
Yeah.
Chuck Daly's like, I need one more practice before we go to Barcelona. And that's when that practice, a closed door, no one in the gym. Chuck Daly split up the teams. Michael had a squad, Magic had a squad, and they were just talking trash. And I remember, Michael was just going at Magic, and Magic was not giving up. Magic's, one of the greatest players of all time, and still was not going to just hand it over. Larry had a bad back, and I remember, scrimmage, and then everyone's talking shit, and you look over at Larry just laughing, going, it's over, man.
It's over.
Like, leave that guy alone, man. We had our time in the sun. Yeah. But it was literally, it was cool to see not only Michael take it, but Magic fight for it.
Yeah.
And then go,
couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, you got it.
What Larry was able to do on and off the court, it defied description, and it was very much like being on tour with the Grateful Dead, in that you never knew what was going to happen. You knew it was going to be fun. You knew it was going to be great. You knew it was going to be dynamic. You knew it was going to be explosive. But you could never say, that's what's going to happen.
Well, we came to play. We came to win.
It was a really good passing team, a very unselfish team.
There just wasn't any doubt in my mind that we were going to win.
Well, Steve, what about your thoughts on tonight's matchup? Another lineup change by the coach. He's installed Jerome Kersey in the starting lineup.
Well, he's put a tiger in the tank. He feels that Jerome Kersey is going to give him some aggressiveness, particularly against Larry Bird.
Jerome Kersey's guarding Larry. And I think his first 8 or 10 points were left-handed. And at that point, McHale was still coming off the bench. And so Larry scores his sixth point on some kind of left-handed shot.
Bird against Kersey.
And McHale goes, hey, Jerome, wait till he starts shooting right-handed.
Change for Bird, another three-point try.
Well, left-handed is one thing, but when the game got close, I had to go back to the right one. I think it went right down the wire, and we might have won by 1 point.
Beat you right there. You got to keep them under control. They don't.
And the Blazers have timeout with 3 seconds remaining.
His ability to just bring it out every single day. He could outscore you. He could out-rebound you.
Bird kept it alive to Walton for 2. What a play!
He can pass better than you. He can defend better than you. He can lead better. He can dribble better. He can set up plays. He can be the decoy. He could do it all.
Bird winds up three-pointer. Yes, Bird's last three-pointer, so he tries another one. Of course! Here in the first quarter, Bird backdoor.
There was another time we played San Antonio where Larry was like 10 for 10 from the field, 10 for 10 from the line, and early in the fourth quarter, we beat him by about 20, and he told Casey, he goes, "This isn't any fun, coach. Take me out." He goes, "This isn't." He goes, "They're not even a challenge tonight."
Bird winds up again, 3 points.
I think it was Dennis Rodman who recently said that if Larry Bird played today, he'll have to play over in the European League.
If Larry Bird was playing today, he would still be the MVP of the league, and his team would still be winning championships. Now, why do I say that? Because we just watched the Joker, who is very similar to Larry Bird, take his Denver Nuggets team and win the championship. So if I look at these two players and if I'm saying they're similar, then Bird would probably win 2 or 3 championships in this era.
In this era right now.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of another story. We were having training camp. We were playing cards late at night, and something broke off in the middle of the card game. Somebody wound up getting hurt. The police were called. We had nothing to do with it, but we witnessed it. Next day, Larry Bird calls Reggie and I in the office, and he's like, "I don't know if you know, but there was a card game at Dale Davis's room last night. Guys was up late," and Reggie and I was like, "What?
What? Are you serious?" Like, you want us to talk to Dale? Because we'll go talk to Dale right now. I mean, this is unacceptable. I was like, "Jack, did you know anything like this?" He's like, "Jack, no." I was like, "Coach, we'll handle it." So then we walk out to the office. And I told you they were going to find out. So we had to come up with a story. He never made the press?
Yeah, never made the press, but he was contemplating whether to punish Dale or not. And it wasn't until about a week later he realized that we were actually...
3 for 3 for LB. Oh, mercy.
The thing that always stands out to me about Larry was his unwavering confidence. I mean, he had a level of confidence that was far superior to the rest of us. And I think that we were all very confident people.
He's trying different kinds of shots this year than he did any time in his career.
We just didn't think we were going to lose. And we lost some games throughout the year. I can remember one in particular where I was mad at Kevin and Bill before the game. They were messing around in Dallas. And I was very upset, so I went out and I told them, "I don't need you guys. I'll win it by myself." I score 50 and we lose. But I made my point.
Vincent's got McHale, finds Bird. Oh, what a nice pass by the rookie.
You know, Larry was a serious trash talker in the sense that he would challenge people to be able to either block this shot or get a hand up on this play so it was all in I think good nature, but still a way of challenging, teams that we were playing against to be able to match his skills.
I'm not a limelight type of guy. I'm not a self-promoter. I sort of let my basketball do my talking.
I am not sure if I'm the only one, but I have the feeling that over the past 20 years, it feels like more and more people appreciate Larry Bird. And I think, especially in the 80s when you had the rivalry with the Lakers and the Celtics, there were many people who were against the Celtics automatically, so disliking Larry Bird. But now, since that rivalry has diminished or whatever you want to call it, people can be more objective about Larry Legend and actually understand what a great, sensational player he is. And I'm very happy about it. Because to me, again, he's the second greatest player in my book, next to MJ. Anyway, you guys, hope you enjoyed the content. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.